Good morning, everyone. I hope your week gets off to a good start this morning with some time in the Word. I hope you were able to tune into Brother Josh's message yesterday and Brother Richard and Miss Marilyn's worship that they provided for us. I hope you were able to see that. If not, go down on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel and you can find yesterday's service there. But it's Monday morning, is a new week, and we have a new set of reading this week. It's been posted online to our Facebook page. You can find it there. But today's reading, Monday morning, is Psalm 40. Psalm 40. And this is a psalm of David. And when you look at the title of it, it's going to say, The Lord Restores Us. And as I read this passage, I notice a few things that David is crying out to the Lord, that David is proclaiming the goodness of the Lord and the love of the Lord and the mercy of the Lord. And he is assured that the Lord hears him and that the Lord will restore him. And what an amazing truth for us during such an uncertain time that we're in now, with struggles and trials that we've never faced before, with difficulties that we've never really had to work through. We can easily become anxious and overwhelmed, but we can trust that our Lord will restore us. As David says in this passage, he says, You heard my cry, you inclined your ear to me, you hear me. And so maybe you need to experience this restoration. Maybe you need to be restored by the Lord. I want to encourage you to cry out to him, talk to him, tell him your burdens, tell him what's on your heart, and he will listen to you. I love what David says in this passage. He says, You are faithful, that God is faithful. Even in a season of anxiety and of stress and of uncertainty, God is still faithful. And David said, I delight in your will. And I know that sometimes that's hard for us when we don't know the future. We don't know the outcome of the circumstances, but we must trust that God is faithful and that his will is good. We must delight in those things. So I want to encourage you during this time to be restored, to find your rest in the Lord. Go to him, cry out to him, lay your burdens before him, tell him your heart, give him your feelings, everything that you have, and he is faithful to hear you. And his will is good for his people. So I hope that encourages you today to go to the Lord, to be restored, to be refreshed, especially in this time when we're kind of withdrawing from the busyness of life and we're in a different season and things look totally different than normal. Go to the Lord and be restored. I hope you have a great Monday. I hope your week gets off to an incredible start. Know that we love you and we're praying for you, and I'll see you tomorrow.